Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy Motivational Monday. So it is Monday. That means that I'm hoping and praying that you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know I did. I didn't do much, but you know what? The little bit that I did, it was wonderful to me. Okay. I got my rest on Saturday. I had a long to-do list, got everything done on my list, got up on Sunday morning, went to church, and oh my goodness, when I tell you my pastor preached, honey, I don't even have time to even go into that, but he preached the word. So if you are not a member of Metropolitan Baptist Church, you can go on to the Facebook group on Facebook, of course. And we do have a YouTube page to check out sermons because, honey, let me tell you something. That sermon was just so powerful, but I digress. So let me jump into today's topic because, as a matter of fact, y'all been so busy today. I actually was going to do a catch up with me video, but I don't have time to do that because I need to get this video done, get the trash out to the curb. I need to go pick up my glasses. Remember I told y'all on Saturday I was going to pick up my glasses? Well, I still hadn't gotten over there to get them. So I need to get over there, pick my glasses. Well, actually, let me take that back. I did go on, what day was that? Friday? I think it was Friday I went. Whatever day it was, I went. They had closed 30 minutes before I got there. I said, I'll be dog. So I'm going to get my glasses today. And maybe not. I need to come back around and get my prescription. My refill on my seizure medication was called in. So I just got to text yesterday saying that it was ready. So even if I don't get that today, that's cool. I'll get that tomorrow. However, we're going to get them new glasses because I want y'all to see them on Wednesday. So having said that, y'all, let's jump into today's topic. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how to feel more fulfilled in life. How to feel more fulfilled in life. And it's going to shock you because a lot of y'all think that feeling fulfilled means having a lot of stuff. And it's really not even about all of that. It all starts in here. So oftentimes we say, I'll be happy when. Now, you fill in the blank. The last time you said that, I want you to think about what you said to yourself when you said, I'll be happy when. And let me just give you some examples. We've said things like, I'll be happy when I start making more money. I'll be happy when I get a new job. I'll be happy when I move. I'll be happy when I get a new car. I'll be happy when I get in a relationship. I'll be happy when I get out of a relationship. And the list can go on and on and on. But the reality is this. Once you reach that thing or that next level, you're still going to feel an empty void. I know you're thinking, well, wait a minute, but why would I? Once I get to whatever that thing is, I am going to be happy. So what do you mean? Well, sorry, y'all, my sinuses are draining. So this will have you moving on to the next thing. And part of this is very much so healthy. Okay, I'm not saying it's not, because we are driven by progress and growth. It's what fuels you in life. The other part of it isn't healthy because at some point we begin to feel like we are never enough or we never have enough. And so that's why I said we tend to say, I'll be happy when I have this or when I go here or I do that or do the other. And it's not about that at all, because once you get that thing or those things, there's still going to be a void, because now you're like, okay, so I got all of this, but I'm still not really happy. And that's because you are allowing the things outside of you to make you feel like you are enough. And if that's what you're doing, then what you have is never going to be enough, because you're going to need to go to the next level. And once you get to that next level, you're going to need to go to the level after that, and so forth and so on. So this is a huge reason why anxiety is so high these days, because we spend so much time thinking ahead that we don't enjoy where we are. And if you've been around my videos any length of time, then I've talked about that before. We've got to stop always thinking ahead. Now, I'm not saying, let me tell you what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that it's not important to think about tomorrow, but it's more important to think about today. Some people cannot enjoy what they have right now because their mind is so focused on getting the next thing. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't put it in your vision book, on your vision board, or wherever it is that you write your stuff down that you're looking for. Not saying that at all. What I am saying is do not allow the things that you want to keep you from being thankful for what you already have. That's just like some of you, you might be living in a tiny apartment because that's what your money can afford right now. Well, guess what? The blessing is that you have a roof over your head. Come on, somebody. You can afford to pay for it. You're not out on the street. But your mind says, I'll be happy when I get into that big 4 and 5 bedroom home. And you're so worried about and you're so focused on that big house that you can't enjoy what you have right now. Some of you all are driving a 4-cylinder vehicle of whatever that may be. And your mind says, I sure will be happier when I get me a Mercedes. Not thinking that the blessing is that you have a vehicle, that it runs. There's nothing wrong with it. Chances are it's paid for. Come on now. I don't know about you all, but I love vehicles that are paid for because I don't want to have have a lifetime of just having car notes if I don't have to. And you're not out here taking the bus or the subway or doing Uber or Lyft. And there's nothing wrong with those things. But what I'm saying is God has blessed you with transportation, but you're so focused and worried about getting the next best thing that you can't appreciate what you already have. And this is why I said that anxiety is so high, because we're so focused on what's down the road that we can't concentrate on what we have right now. So here are some ways that we can begin feeling more fulfilled in life. I have 5 things I'm going to share with you all, and I promise I'll let you be. So number 1, get clear on your own definition of success. And I underline the word your own. Your own. I underline the word own. I'm sorry. Because I want you to understand, I'm not saying get clear on what the word or on the definition for the word success is. I know that there's a definition for it, but I want you to get clear on what your definition is. So what does success mean to you? I want you to really think about that. If you need to, pause this video, but I want you to think about what does the word success mean to you? Not what's based on what other people think it should be. Marianne Williamson, she said that success means we go to sleep at night knowing that our talents and abilities were used in a way, come on y'all, that they served others. That's success. That's what success is for her. Now, success may mean something completely different to you. It can mean something completely different to me and to my next door neighbor. All I'm saying is I want you to figure out, what does success mean to you? Number 2, lead with your values. Instead of looking outward for fulfillment and happiness, start looking inward. Get clear on what your values and priorities are, because when you are in alignment with them, everything will feel right inside of you. So again, getting clear on your values. Do you even know what that really means for you? Not what it means for your neighbor or your significant other or your children or your other family members, but what does that mean to you? And once you get clear on that, see, understand there's a reoccurring theme here. It's all about clarity. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about clarity. And if you look inward for your happiness and stop looking outward, as I talked about a few minutes ago, some people look at the big house, the fancy car, and all of the brand name clothes and watches and all that other good stuff. To you, that's success. But start looking for success inward. See, I believe success is not something that man can give me, nor can they take it away. Come on, somebody, that'll preach right there. But success is about how I feel about Michelle. It's not what you think about me. It's what I think about me. Number 3, lead with what brings you joy. So, when was the last time you checked to make sure your life was going in the direction you wanted it to go? I mean, really think about that. When was the last time you really looked at your life to make sure everything was going along the way you had envisioned it to be going along? Too often, we live on autopilot and we aren't living the lives we truly want. When you live a life filled with joy, powerful shifts will begin to happen in your life. You know, the sad reality is that there are so many people that live on autopilot. They are just as miserable as, I was getting ready to say something, as all get out. They are just miserable. From the time they get up in the morning until the time they go to bed, they are miserable because they're living on autopilot. Nothing that they do has any value to them. It's not something they truly want to do. It's what they think that people expect for them to do. It's what the world expects, is what their family expects, is what their supervisors expects, their neighbors, their significant others, and the list can go on and on and on. So this is why I'm telling you, you have got to check to make sure your life is going in the direction that you want it to go. Because if not, if you don't do that from time to time, you can start down the street on that straight and narrow path and then quickly take a detour and you're over here doing something that somebody else wants you to do. That's not what you want to do. You can get in where you fit in. You can fall in where need be, but this is not where you want to be. Your path should have taken you over here, but you're so busy trying to live a life that's pleasing to other people that you've gotten off track. Number 4, look at success as a daily benchmark in addition to long-term goals. So when you move from a long-term goal to a day-to-day check-in, you begin to feel a sense of accomplishment, success, and happiness. Every day, you should focus on being fully present in your life. Can I say that one more time because somebody missed it? Every day, you need to focus on being present in your life and make it a habit to ask yourself, how can I bring more joy to what I'm doing right now? Every day. Every day you need to be asking yourself, you know what, this is great, but I wonder what else can I do to bring more joy in my life? And it might not be necessarily something directly for you. It might be something that you're doing for someone else. So this way you enjoy the journey as well as the destination. Because here's the thing, too often we are enjoying the destination, but we're not getting a whole lot out of the journey. See, I want to enjoy the journey because as I grow to where it is I'm trying to get to, I'm enjoying every step of the way. And this is why I journal, so that I can go back and say, wow, you know, I can remember when I was here, I didn't have any subscribers on my YouTube channel, and now I'm here. But I can look at the journey. I've enjoyed the destination. I've enjoyed the journey while I'm getting to my destination. And last but not least, number 5, use inner peace as your navigational guide. So what if you led your life with what brings you peace and not with the struggles that you face day to day? Think about that. If you live your life focusing on what brings you peace and joy, and not with the struggles, what the heck was that? The struggles that you face every single day, your life would be so much different. I get it. We all have struggles and things that we deal with, but I don't lead with that. You know why? Because in my mind, I remind myself, Michelle, God's word said that this too shall pass. So I don't sit and make it a focus. I'm not saying don't think about it and don't act like it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is don't allow that your struggles to lead you and to guide you. Focus on what brings you peace. So this shift will help you connect with your true self and feel at peace with who you are. Start to lead or use your inner peace as your navigational guide, and I promise you it's going to make you feel completely at peace with who you are. and where you are. But you keep leading with the negative. That's why some of your lives are the way they are, and you just seem to not be able to find fulfillment anywhere you go because you allow the negative stuff to lead you. Let that inner peace lead you. I wake up every day and I thank God for my inner peace. And as Medea says, now I don't have that kind of steel, but Medea says I keeps me some peace, okay? And I keep my inner peace close to my vest, which is actually in the house, but you get where I'm going with that. I keep my inner peace right here, where I can always just, sometimes I do. I just put my hand on my heart, and I may just close my eyes, and I find myself rocking back and forth, and I think about, you know what, Lord, even with all the chaos going on around me, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the inner peace that you give me, oh God. And I thank God every day for that inner peace, because some people have a hard time finding inner peace. It's there, but you're going to have to chisel away at a whole bunch of stuff to get down to it. And I want to encourage you now to start working on that inner peace. Start finding that inner peace. Because I promise you, the way you look at life, the way you look at your situations will completely change if you do that. So today's topic, we talked about how to feel more fulfilled in life. I want you all, because here's the thing, we have a lot of life left in us. Some have a little bit more than others, of course, depending on your age, but we have a lot of life left in us. And it's not necessarily about how much life you have left in you. It's what you do with the life that you have left in you. And so I want you all to make sure that every single day that you are living life to the fullest. Every single day you really draw from that inner peace. Like I said, I want the peace that the Bible speaks of, that inner peace that passes all understanding. Have you ever had a time where the world is just falling down around you and you sitting back, honey, you just as peaceful as you can be, eating your bonbons, your popcorn, and watching your favorite show? And people are looking at you like, now how in the world are you so sitting here with all this peace and you just as content as you can be, and we got this to deal with? You know why? Because I know who holds tomorrow. I know that God ultimately is in control. So I don't have to sit around stressing about anything. You will not see me stressing about anything or anyone, because I know that God is in control. And all he asked me to do is put it in the master's hands. So when I go to God in prayer about whatever it is I need to pray about, I'm done. I'm done. I can sit back with my arms folded and eating my snacks and watching television. You know why? Because I've gone to God in prayer. I've given it all to him. And I refuse to go through life just being stressed out every single day over something that I can't do anything about anyway. So for those of you, some of y'all saying, well, Michelle, you just don't understand. My kids are acting a plumb fool. Okay, yeah, they very well may be. Your significant other, your co-workers, your church members, your neighbors, whoever it is, they might be acting a plumb fool, but guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. So why stress yourself over it? Give it to God and then draw from your inner peace and sit back and just watch him work. Watch God work. And when I tell you that God has just truly been moving in my life just over the last, well, I'm going to say just this year, well, the last couple of years, but specifically just this year, I don't even have enough time to even break it all down, but God is moving. He is moving. He always has been, and he always will be. But you've got to stop stressing about stuff that you cannot control. Put it in his hands. Let him do what only he can do, and start to live that fulfilled life that God wants us all to live anyway. Okay? You deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. We deserve it. Now, having said that, because it's starting to drizzle and I want to hurry and get up out of here before it pours down raining. Before I came outside, I did hear the weather lady saying that some of that rain that we had over the weekend will be back, I believe, tomorrow. But apparently, I'm looking at it on my windshield. So I'm going to bid you all good day. Thank you so much for giving me just a little bit of your time to speak life into you. If you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure you come back on Wednesday and allow me to speak life into you once again. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening. Like I said, I'm here in the DMV area, and it's drizzling. So I don't know where you live. Hopefully you're not experiencing any rain, but if you are, if you're going out, please be careful. Please be careful. Be safe. You know, watch your surroundings. Like I said, we live in a world where people just have no regard for life, their lives or yours. So be careful where you go. Be careful who you hang out with. You know, it's really sad, and this is why I pray, honey. I'm trying, and I'm be honest with you. I get on my knees, and if you know me, then you know I do have arthritis in both of my knees. I think my left knee is a little worse than the right one, but I get down on my knees and I go to God in prayer in the morning and then at night before I go to bed. I talk to God, not just on Michelle's behalf, not just on my family and friends, but on the world in general, because we just live in such a world where people don't care about anything or anybody. This is why I'm always stressing to you all, please, when you go out, be careful. Watch your surroundings. I'm thankful that I have enough gas. I do need to get some more gas, but I do have enough gas to go and do what I need to do. But if it's starting to get dark, then guess what? I'll just get my gas tomorrow, because Michelle don't play around. I don't play around at gas stations, not at night. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I have the ring. Excuse me. When I wake up in the morning, you should see all the posts where people have shared things on the ring about a shooting here or a kidnapping there or car theft. And you know, sometimes it's at gas stations, sometimes it's in people's driveways. We just live in a world of people that truly don't care. So that's why we're going to take extra precautions to care about ourselves. Okay. Now, again, having said that, you guys, that's it. That's all. Go out there. We will talk again on Wednesday. Y'all know the drill. You know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do about it, because I love you. I care about you. I want nothing but the best for you. I believe in you. And this is why I take my time to encourage you all the way I do, because I believe in you. I believe that all that God has for you will come to you at the right time. That's why I want you to be ready to truly receive it. See, God has stuff for all of us. I have to say this, y'all. God has that thing that you asked for, or those things that you've asked for. He has it right there, ready to hand to you. But he's like, I don't know. They're not quite ready for that. And one thing I do know about God is God's not going to give you things that you're not ready for. He's just not going to do it. He's not going to set you up to fail. So, having said that, trust and believe that the best is yet to come. Love you all, and we'll talk again on Wednesday.